Hello, welcome to Gatna Podcast, episode 52. Maurice speaking.
Harry speaking.
Yeah, Gary.
And Hayden.
Yeah, cool.
That's the like.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it right, guys. Jeez.
What have you been playing lately, Hayden?
Oh, me. Okay.
That's just messing everything up.
You've ruined everything. What have I been playing? Not much. Mostly,
Sick.
mostly PUBG.
Oh, yeah? How is that?
And how are you enjoying PUBG?
It's good.
Yeah, I was thinking about signing up the other day, so trying to give it a go. It looks quite interesting. How do you find, like, when the shields come in and all that sort of stuff and you have to fucking run into the next zone, how do you find actually monitoring that? Do you pay much attention, or are you too busy getting in firefights?
It depends on where you landed and how lucky you are. So if you've landed on one side of the map and you're lucky enough and the zone's like right next to you or you're in it, not an issue.
Well, when each zone comes in, does it always end in the same spot?
No.
No. Okay.
No, some people say it's randomized, some say it's like predetermined points where it'll end.
Yeah.
But it depends on the other players. Like, the map's pretty big, and it does thin itself. Players will thin themselves out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And so you'll generally, if you're playing in solo, you're likely to stumble across someone because everyone's going to be spread out thinner.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're playing in squads, we're finding that you can actually go a while before you actually see another team. Because there's still only 100 players, but now they're in squads of 3 or 4.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So they're not spread out as far.
The videos I saw, it was virtually just whoever had the gun first in like a zone of other drops, where you would just kill everyone effectively. And there's certain people trying to fight back with like hatchets and shit like that, but they just they just get fucking slaughtered.
That'd be a like early game sort of thing.
It was early game. Like there was one of these dickheads that like jumped off and landed at the same point, and there was like fucking Lord of the Flies. Everyone was just attacking each other up to start off with, and then some dude got a double barrel shotgun and just started fucking raping him, and then he thought he was top shit, and then some dude pulled out an AR and just started fucking picking this prick off with a shotgun. And I was like, fuck, I'm gonna play this game. This looks awesome.
I had a funny moment on early game where I dropped into some random small village. We were along with another guy. I went, oh fuck. So, I went around to a couple of houses, found myself a bloody, an iron pan. That's all I found, a couple of armor here and there. Saw the guy, so all I did is I spent 2 minutes just chasing out the bastard, just like trying to get him. While we were just running around through the fields and like through the odd building here and there. He was trying to evade, I was trying to like get one hit on him.
Yeah.
But then now I thought, oh fuck, I should actually get some armor here and there. And from that point, I managed to get a headshot in the head. So I was like, oh, that was the end of that.
Yeah, fuck him. So I saw one dude that had the frying pan on his back. Like, when you get a frying pan, and I can't believe it actually saved him from a fucking bullet.
Protection.
Yeah, I was like, a frying pan saves you from 308? How the fuck does that work?
Yeah.
It's only cast iron.
Yeah, there was
Magic frying
bullets
pan.
just ricochet off the frying pan.
There was a really cool video that I saw a couple of weeks ago. There was like a so like the 50 people going like in one little zone, and all they did just legit just fuck around, not killing each other, just doing like some weird shit here and there. So like the one part that was doing like water acrobatics, just because they had one guy with his pan on his backside, and everyone just pointing at the pan, and just literally everyone just sort of unload their weapons at the pan, just ricochets off everywhere. all you see is like pan, bright, like sparks everywhere, and then it's like pan.
So in terms of actually, how long are there shitloads of people playing, or do you have to wait a while to get enough people for the games?
It's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Apparently, the Oceanic servers have the least number of players, but I can still get into a match within a minute.
Oh wow.
Well,
okay.
at this time at the moment, I think that is either the top game with concurrent players or second, which is actually pretty damn decent for a game that came out early access about 4 or 5 months ago now.
Yeah, I've been watching the updates bit by bit. Yeah,
it's been out for a year. Well, it's been in early access for a year.
It's definitely like finally polished now from what I've seen when it first came out. So compared to when it first came out,
it's still got a lot of problems.
Yeah. But so the H1Z1, that's still shit. But they moved their, most of their focus onto that by the looks of it.
Well, I think if I could be wrong about this one. One of the developers actually was working on H1Z1. Username, of course, Player Unknown. He wanted to do more with that sort of
like
game mode
thing, yeah.
And so he branched out formed a new studio which is now called Blue Hole, and yeah, they sort of worked on PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds ever since.
Yeah. So there's still a team working on H1Z1. Yeah, they're trying to now distinguish themselves from PUBG in a different way. I was reading about it, but I like it because it is, even if you get really unlucky and you get shit spawns, because it all gets randomized where everything spawns.
Yep.
And even if you get a bit unlucky, you can still, if you're smart about it, you can still beat everyone else. It's like you had players who've just got small submachine gun and you got someone with a sniper rifle, and you're still able to beat them as long as you play it smart.
Yeah, just hide.
Yeah, that was one strategy.
Until the
play
shield
the
comes
zone.
in, then run.
Yeah, play the zone.
Yeah.
Wait till you force them to move. Like I was in a squad game last night, and my squad has died. I was like, I'm alone now.
Yeah.
And I was the second last person alive because I just played the zone and just took out stragglers.
You just hid like a little bitch in the bushes, didn't you?
What? No. I was playing smart. What
I
are you
saw
talking about?
I saw there was a bit of problems with the texture mods, like people playing in really low settings, like where you couldn't see any foliage, and they were just like, whilst people on high settings could see all the grass next to the foliage and shit.
That
and
was a big problem at the
picked
early
off.
stages.
Yeah, but they've fixed that now, haven't
they've
they?
sorted that
yeah,
out.
that's good, because that's fucking pathetic.
They haven't
Yeah.
fixed the problem where sometimes buildings don't render and you can walk through them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I know, the only big problem with that was with foliage and also like the shadows, because like if you don't have shadows around, you can still see people in daylight.
Yeah.
I scared myself from my own shadow because I was up on top of a hill. I'm on like a rocky outcrop. The rock itself is a model, unlike the ground, which is like a solid surface.
Yeah.
The rock was not casting a shadow, but I was. So all of a sudden I see this figure down on the ground and I start shooting. I was like, oh wait, that's my shadow.
Yeah.
But it's floating, like just on the ground. There's like no distinction of the rock below me. So it's just like a silhouette in the middle of the ground. I
And
thought it was a
everyone
person.
knows where you are.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Give it away pretty easy, but yeah.
Now look, it's PUBG. Yeah, it's a very, very popular game at the moment. Everyone I know plays it. People I know from RFA, people I know from overseas plays it. But to be quite honest, it's never been my sort of game. Like it just feels like
Not
a
enough
big
puzzles.
oh, it just wasn't my kind of shooters. Because I tend to play.
Yeah.
I tend to enjoy like your old arena style shooters where it's all about learning the map and learning like, the dynamics here and there. PUBG is either like it's just a matter of so many different variables and luck.
I think that's what I like. That's enticing about it is that each time you play the game is a new experience compared to just playing the same maps where each dickhead's staying the same spots and pick you off with a sniper rifle the same way over and over over and over again. It's like, come on, guys. I'm not sure if I really like that. I actually like the random variabilities that come with this game.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we should probably go on. What have you been playing, Harry?
Okay, so I played the open beta for Destiny 2 on PC.
Yeah, how was that?
I want to talk more about that one later.
Oh, yeah.
So I pretty much, long story short, after I played the beta for about an hour or two, a few days later, I actually cancelled it from my pre-order from EB Games, and went out brought a copy, and with the leftover funds, I went out brought a copy of Mario plus Rabbids on the Switch.
Oh, yeah, fair enough, yeah.
And quite honestly, it's Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. It's available only on the Switch. Actually developed by Ubisoft, so it's actually a third-party game, which is quite different.
Yep.
Yeah, because Ubisoft own the rabbits.
It's actually pretty damn good.
That's why
I
was surprised.
Put simply, since the reveal trailer is basically Mario XCOM. Definitely feels like XCOM.
Simplified, though.
Very simplified, very, very, like, entry level. Like, it's like XCOM for kids.
Yeah.
Well, I
but
wasn't a big fan of XCOM, but XCOM Mario sounds like I could just have fun with it and just sparingly, like play it, then stop, then play it more.
well, yeah, that's what I noticed with on Mario plus Rabbids. Your battles, like you just have choose three different heroes, and they have all their own set of abilities. And with the movement speeds and like your actions, on XCOM and XCOM 2, you only tend to have like 2 action points that you use to run or shoot or any action. Mario plus Rabbids actually take it a lot more further than that. So you have your move action, you have a shooting action with whatever weapons you have for that character, and also like special abilities. So Mario, I think he can do like an Overwatch mode. So if the enemy moves around, he can take a shot at them.
Yeah.
But you can also set up a way of doing some awesome combos if you happen to do some critical hits where the enemy bounces in your turn, but Mario just takes a shot at it because the enemy moved. So there's that. So you got 3 actions, like different actions, but then when you're moving around, you can actually do like dash attacks against the enemy, and then within the same move turn, you can actually just hop on top of your teammates and actually hop further across the map. So there's a lot more strategy involved, which is does make you get you thinking a lot more than what XCOM or XCOM 2 allows you. So it's a very, very great game, and it's highly recommended if you have a Switch. Just grab it.
Okay.
I know, it's cool because I don't know if I'll even buy that game, but it's kind of promising Nintendo doing crossovers with future stuff.
Yep.
With other companies, so that'll be interesting.
Well, they need products for their platform, so
yeah, that's it. It needs more titles.
Doing pretty fucking well this round.
Oh yeah. It's ridiculous how well Switch is doing at the moment.
This is what the Wii U should have been.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but I mean, everyone's wanted a high-end portable Game Boy for ages, realistically, and that's what it is. So, as soon as that thing has a fucking Pokemon title, the Switch will just go ballistic.
And it already is going ballistic.
Yeah, no, it'll fucking shit all over PlayStation and bloody Xbox and what it is. I mean, mind you, in saying that, the Xbox One X pre-orders are fucking mental at the moment. All the shit that's going on with that, which is interesting because I didn't think it would go this much.
Yeah, I never thought actually.
It just shows you how dumb console players are. You fucking retards.
But I was wondering because I was looking at pre-orders being unavailable. Would Microsoft be doing like a? Because I have a bit of a conspiracy thing going on. Would Microsoft would be doing like similar Nintendo's done with like their retro console? Just have a very limited amount for pre-orders.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell. If Microsoft going to do that, you think instead of just adding like 20 games, they would just add their entire library to it or something like that. Just go, here's an Xbox original, and then just go, bam, 200 titles. That, and then sell it for $400 or $300, something like that, limited edition run. Because then that would be more enticing to me. Because if someone says to me, "Oh, look, it's a NES Mini or N64 Mini," yeah, cool, I'd buy that because Nintendo's got some kick-ass nostalgia titles. Yeah. You tell me what the original Xbox had in terms of really good nostalgia titles. They had some, yeah, sure.
They had some, but they have been remastered.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, whatever, But if you said, okay, every fucking game for it, yeah, I might think about it. Yeah. But anyway, going back to the Switch, it's amazing how well that's doing at the moment. It just needs some more, or it needs third-party support to help it.
It really needs more third-party support, and that's what's really lacking. But I've noticed that every now and then, every time I play the Switch, if I haven't played for a while, there will be a couple of new indie games that are quite interesting. And there are a couple that I'm really waiting for to come out. Terraria is planned to be coming out on the Switch, so it's like a 2D Minecraft game, and also Stardew Valley. And ever since I heard about the developer trying to bring it to the Switch, that is a perfect game for it.
Part of me really wishes that with that gaming dot, they did add some sort of extra graphical processing unit to it, so that it could play. Yeah. Because if they had the capability of playing the likes of Battlefield and COD and all those other wank titles, fuck, that thing would be the ultimate. Like, fuck yeah, you'd have the best of both worlds, realistically. Because then I wouldn't need... Because at the moment, I've got PC and I've got... Well, that's it, because I don't need a console at the moment, really.
Yeah, I understand why you're just having the extra horsepower so you can have all the AAA titles that's already available on the PlayStation, on the Xbox. But the problem is, like, would you rather directly compete with Sony and Microsoft?
Yeah, because they could win.
I think they can.
Yeah, if they're already selling out just standalone. Imagine they could absolutely dominate the market like the old days if they had the capability of playing third-party first-person shooters with a bit more graphical oomph.
And what
Well,
is
Because they wouldn't need much to really give that thing a kick in the nuts.
Yeah.
Realistically, the Tegra in it's pretty fucking good. All you need is like a basic fucking, even like a, what are they called, Kevlar chip or something like that.
Yeah.
The old Nvidia chips would be
just
fine.
more of them?
Another one of
Yeah.
those. Just
Well,
give-
even like for what it is, as you're saying, like it's a high powered, portable.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what the if you want to stretch it back to Nvidia's products,
The Shield. Yeah.
the Nvidia Shield. This is what the Shield should have been.
Mm.
But because it had Nintendo's name and Nintendo's marketing and its very small selection of catalog games at launch, it was a big hit. What else you can say? I think also it filled a section of the market that no one has ever thought about before.
They have
So-
thought about it, but
Yeah, they have
that,
thought about
that felt right.
Oh,
Like, just having that in your hands doesn't feel like dog shit. Like
I think it's not more. It's more along the lines of they sucked the right dick to get the hardware for it. Because at the end of the day, there's two people that can make a fucking decent GPU chip, and that's AMD and Nvidia. And Nvidia is the only one that has the low power saving that could do that in a portable
Yes.
tablet. AMD is they're fucking space heaters, man. There's no way you can see an AMD portable fucking console anytime soon because they're pieces of shit. I don't give a fuck if AMD people are listening to this. You're constantly, your fucking cards are goddamn heaters, man. They're nothing. They're good for nothing but fucking GPU fucking mining. And that's it. Anyway, so I don't know if it did have the extra processor power, that'd be great. But even then, like we were saying before, the fact that it's selling out like hotcakes now is fucking amazing. Well done to them.
And people with money that are an Xbox fan or a PlayStation fan would still also buy that.
Yeah.
It's not just like if they have the money, like if they have.
Well,
the money,
this brings us back to the Xbox One X. The reason I'm so surprised that motherfucker is so like sold out all pre-orders at the moment is just mental because at the end of the day, I'm still sitting there going, okay, so what what games, exclusive games do you guys have? Nothing.
Yeah.
That has pretty much purely exclusives for it. It has so many games for it. PlayStation's got a couple, but like, what the fuck it's just the extra graphics processing power that the people are. And what happens when PlayStation go, all right, then have this Xbox, and then next year or the year after they bring out PS5. And it's like, oh, well, then you're fucked, aren't you? You're going to have to bring out the Xbox 2 fucking something or other.
Yeah, you say that, and what we're seeing for the first time this console generation is basically we got two variants of consoles with different performance of the same generation, which hadn't been done before.
Besides iPhone.
And the way I see it now, because I predicted this about I don't know how many years. I think I predicted this on the start of the Xbox One and the PS4 generation.
Everyone had that in their
It
head.
is the last consoles as we know.
Yeah.
And this is the very first generation of consoles where it's not about the game consoles anymore. It's about the platform.
Yeah, exactly. Well, funny enough you say that. Maurice, do you have listed in today's show's notes about the Microsoft keyboard mouse support for Xbox? Yeah, well, we'll get into that later on, but there's obviously there's keyboard and mouse support.
Well, we just jump to that now.
Yeah, okay, we'll jump to that now.
Already
Yeah,
talk about all Xbox.
yeah. Well,
One
so
shit.
the Microsoft are bringing in they're bringing in mouse and keyboard support,
Full
right?
keyboard, man.
Yeah, but not just. But at the moment, only in gaming, it'll be select titles, and I reckon there'll be separate servers, obviously for people who are running mice and keyboard compared to
And
controller.
there'll be games that it works fine. Like you can compete with a controller.
But this brings me to the next note: is that I think that Microsoft's overall big strategy is if you look at the specs of the Xbox One X and the processing power of it, not just its GPU specs, but also its CPU and RAM specs, and the hard drive that's coming with them as well. The fact that they're going to sell for about $700 Australian, and they're bringing in PC and mouse support, and they've said that Windows 10 game mode is now being re-optimized again to help that. Yeah. I seriously think what they'll try and do in the long run is try and sell them off as actual desktop workstations with a separate ported Windows 10 OS in a backdoor type system.
Why?
So you can switch between games and Windows 10, because then you could use them as cheap workstations.
Do you even need to go that far? Because the games are already cross-platform. Why isn't Microsoft Office? So I don't even think they would have to go that far.
No, I just think in the sense that, like, okay, it's like this.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, if you're
an option.
Yeah, it can be exactly. It can be
absolute option.
So I think what they'll do is they'll go right. It has the option here of having a full blown Windows 10 OS.
Yeah, when you first turn it on, it'll be off like
exactly.
yeah, which it would be gaming mode.
But let's just say if you want that support though, you're going to pay $120 for the license fee, right?
Which is fair enough.
Yeah, and what I can see a lot of businesses doing is I reckon they'd sell an absolute fucktowns. They'd sell fucking shitloads of them just purely because of the fact if you're a big term business user that was buying 20 workstations for your office, wouldn't you want something 3 years down the track if you had to sell them or you got liquidated that has the resellability?
Yeah.
And a console does. You know, like effectively if you said, we've got the first gen Xbox One X here and we're selling them for fucking $300 with the Windows OS installed, Joe Blogs down the road goes, I need a new computer and a workstation. Done. Bought. Done. And you can get that same amount. If you look at the resale market right now for old HP computers, compared to you pay $800 for the workstation, you're lucky if you get $200 or $100 as resale value.
The current Office computer is an Intel NUC.
Yeah, exactly.
It costs the same as a NUC and it's more powerful.
Yeah, it's more powerful. So it's like a win-win for a standard, user, and they can resell them for a way higher amount. Like I said, you try and sell an old HP workstation right now that's 4 years old, you're lucky if you get $150, $200 for it.
See, it's funny that you say about like adding actual proper OS to the Xbox One X, and it just reminded me back of the PS3 and the PS2, where like Sony had an initiative to allow people to actually install Linux on those consoles. PS2, you just had to buy a kit that's and a hard drive and some sort a hard drive, install it on the old original PS2s, and PS3 had like pretty much out of the box of support up until one particular update when they cancelled it.
In the time, but
But you see some really awesome projects with the PS3. The biggest one.
It didn't go anywhere. Though.
But that's because Linux is a whore to use. That's the only reason. They have shit driver support. Other than that, Linux is great.
Well, the biggest projects we've seen with the PS3 was like the US military. I think it was the Navy. They actually bought a heap of those PS3s and actually hooked it up and turned it into some sort of supercomputer.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, and
and because of the actual CPU, the cell
and they were so
processor,
cheap. Yeah.
It was way beyond the world. It was beyond its time.
And that's what I'm saying. If you can see later on the Xbox One X, just that because they're pretty fucking powerful for what they are. Even if you do pay $700 for it, you know that 3 years down the track you're still going to sell that bitch for $300. Which is better resale value than a normal home theater PC, and it has more of a dual usage. So it's like, well, fuck it, why not? Not to mention that if you've got some little shit cunt son that you brought into the office and you want to keep the prick entertained, you can just switch it back over to the game side. Just go, all right, little Timmy, go in there while Daddy has to do this. Bam, done.
Well,
you got a multi-workstation.
Yeah, I don't reckon it'll be a dedicated, because I reckon it'll just be flicker switch.
Yeah, flicker switch. It'd be like you launch into a dual OS, Xbox or fucking Windows 10. Done.
Because the Windows 10 Fall Creators Update they're improving the game mode. Now it's going to allow the computer to allow full CPU, like all the hardware goes to the game instead of just...
Because the last game mode update was a fucking joke. It was like, you see the reviews, people actually trying to test if it actually did make any difference. It made like 0 to none. If anything, it actually it was actually more detrimental.
I've seen some tests and they'll dropping.
Yeah, it was actually jumping frames.
But it was within that region of error, but it was still dropping.
So yeah, that'd be great if they can get that shit sorted and they bring a dual boot option in. I think they will fucking sell those motherfuckers out. It'll make the Switch look like shit. Yeah. I mean, but then again, you come down to that certain niche market, and that's what I'm saying with the Switch. If they gave it a little bit more oomph, they could have we are the only one console. Then you've got Microsoft saying, well, we're a bit of everything. Then you've got PlayStation saying, yeah, we suck our own dicks. Like this PlayStation. No one cares.
It's like, we were the market leader.
Yeah, we were the market leader, and then we decided to.
Someone pulled the rug below us.
Well, it's like it's like right now, right? Microsoft keeps harassing Sony, going, "Look, can we please bring in crossplay between PlayStation and Xbox so we can get these two consoles talking?" It's Sony that are the ones that going, "Oh no," because they know that it'll bring them into inferiority if they do that. Because at the end of the day, it's like, what niche does PlayStation have apart from exclusive titles? But even then, if people start moving over to one console, then Sony's fucked.
But Sony can still keep their exclusive and has crossplay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I think the problem is like about that, because that's been an ongoing issue about crossplay and crossplay, and that's been going on since over a decade.
Yeah, well, you get it, you understand, and you know what's there.
And what we're seeing, what we're seeing happen is basically the tables literally turn around.
Yeah.
Back at the PS3, Xbox 360. Microsoft was a market leader for the consoles, and they did want to keep their Xbox Live platform closed. Obviously today is now changed. They want to try to keep it open. A lot of the games now you have crossplay between Xbox One and PC. Some cases are the Minecraft and Rocket League. You know, you can do crossplay with the Switch as well.
Yep,
which is awesome. And here's Sony being a market leader once again. They just come out with excuses why they don't want to have crossplay.
Yeah, it's just bullshit. They need to get their shit to go together. I can't believe it's taking them this long to even give a yes or no answer.
I just think because like being a market leader, the last thing Sony wants is to lose that market share.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but people are predicting already they're going to lose it too.
They're going to lose it to Switch the way Switch is going at the moment, and I think they're already pretty much in that range now where the Switch is outselling PS4.
Well, they said that's on path to be Wii U's Wii sales. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
With the Wii.
So fuck, Yeah. Nintendo are pretty smart in the fact they're limiting each production run. Every couple of months.
And that's better than the Wii. That price is higher. It's better than the Wii, and it was priced differently. The Wii was good seller because it was cheap. Wasn't a good seller because it was an amazing console.
No.
It's the cheapest console that parents bought their kids.
That's why it'll be amazing when they actually get some more titles to it. It'll be an awesome console, Yeah, okay, so what's the, second subject of the day, Maurice?
What was all Xbox shit? And they just reckon that they outsell PS4. But... who cares? It's either hit or miss. They're both juggernauts, so who really gives a shit?
Yeah, well, the Switch shit you've already talked about there, I guess. Yeah.
PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds sales reached 10 million.
Oh, really? So
it sold 2 million copies in 2 weeks.
Fuck.
Just recently.
I've seen a lot of games.
I can see how being a recent announcement that is coming out on Xbox One soon. So.
Oh, really? So they might be Xbox One.
At the moment,
it'll
be console exclusive on Xbox One.
Oh man, if they do that, that is a very smart move from Microsoft. Jesus Christ, it'd be like Halo again, effectively.
Yeah,
because at the moment, I'll talk about Battlefield in a sec.
It was announced that back at E3.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. You only have to look at Battlefield on consoles right now, and it's not quite as similar in the sense that Battlefield obviously is the same maps over and over again, but they are open maps, and there's lots of shit you can do, and that's what that has. This just looks like a very fucking interesting game. I wouldn't mind getting into it.
Like I said, I'm not really into PUBG, but it is a new fresh take of a new game mode that for the first time console users are going to experience that. And once it actually comes out on Xbox One, it's going bound to make some more milestones. It already had a big competition in Gamescom, a bit controversial, although but the popularity is there. Every fucking Twitch streamer is playing PUBG at the moment.
The one thing I found interesting though is that Microsoft has bought the exclusive rights to a lot of old titles and new titles, and they haven't done a lot with it. Like, the biggest one I see is that Conker. Conker's Bad Fur Day and N64 was a fucking sick game. Everyone loved it. And they've done, Microsoft, after buying the rights, they've done fucking nothing with it. And it's such a waste, because they could seriously sell some fucking consoles off that alone. People going, fuck yeah, Conker. But nothing. I think it might be because of the fact of the nostalgia behind it.
No, I think there was a bit of a... So there's something in the works for Conker.
There was, and then they canned it.
Yeah, it got canned.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I think because they've put the the old Conker pussy on the pedestal, up here, and it's like fuck. You have to reach a certain sort of level of dirty, fucked up. I mean, that's the thing with the ratings boards these days. You can't have a filthy piece of shit game. And the original Conker's Bad Fur Day wasn't that filthy. It was filthy for the time, but compared to South Park Sticker True and shit these days, it's nothing.
It's kind of tame these days.
I think they know that they have to bring it out, and it has to be fucking just filth.
Well, Microsoft had a long history of buying out console exclusives.
Halo was. Halo was
Halo's a really big one.
And
also,
Sega, man, it was for Sega.
Yeah, and it had a good history of time exclusives. So, and I think the only recent big title was Rise of the Tomb Raider, where it came out on Xbox One first. Later, it came out on PC 6 months later. I think 4 months later, something like that.
And 12 months later,
And
PlayStation.
PlayStation users didn't have that game till 12 months later. And even by then, that ship's already sold.
Yeah, but that's the thing. There's that word, timed exclusive. No one gives a fuck about timed exclusive because you know it's coming to console. It's like right now, I've already leaked all the screenshots and shit like that. The Crash Bandicoot fucking Insane trilogy isn't a fucking PlayStation exclusive like I thought it was. It's going to be on Xbox as well. It's just a timed exclusive, which makes me go, all right, well, I'm putting off buying a PlayStation now. Fuck this shit.
Right. Well, it is that case of, do I want to buy a PS4 now and play it now, or should I wait?
No, I'll just wait for God of War 4 to come out.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. No, I was going to buy it because my missus keeps going on about how she wants to play the Crash Bandicoot trilogy, and then we found out that it's coming out in December, by the looks of it. So fuck it, I'm not going to buy a PlayStation. Then I'll just wait for God of War 4 to come out, and then if there's any other decent games I want to buy, because there are lots of games I want to play on it, but I'm just not that fucking amped for it like I am for God of War and shit. So fuck them. You know, the Crash Bandicoot trilogy was like the next big thing. That's what's like, oh, sweet. But if it's coming on Xbox, who gives a fuck? I'll just buy it on that. I got a free Xbox One the other day, so I don't give a shit. You know?
Well, I'm planning to buy a PS4 when Gran Turismo Sport comes out. So it's the only racing series I tend to keep an eye on all the time, and so far it's looks very promising. Looks like from the open beta they had for like 4 or 5 months they had at the time. You see, there's lots of improvements each big update they have. And considering that it's like the first Gran Turismo game that's going to be solely esports focused, it already has the framework of being the actual esports game, and I think it has some really good potential to hit a new market where Project Cars or Assetto Corsa or even Forza are sort of like scratching the surface.
Yeah, no. Have to wait and see.
That's the next topic.
Still on PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Australia finally got servers, but won't be getting first-person.
Actually,
servers.
you can scratch that one out because it
changed
actually came out today.
And they brought first-person shooters.
It came out. First-person shooters came out on Oceanic servers today.
Cool.
Only for duo mode.
Only for duo mode.
Only for duo mode.
Oh, close enough.
Because they're saying that there aren't enough players on the Oceanic servers,
which is bullshit.
They said that if they put first person mode on every game mode, it would fracture the community and it would take longer to matchmake servers.
No, that is
just after they just sold 10 million.
That is absolute bullshit.
Where will we find the players?
No, that is bullshit because a lot of people want to play first person and solo play. They're just playing on Asian servers anyway.
Yeah, I think they said that 20%...
I hate third person, man. I can't stand third person.
In first person shooters, I want first person.
Yeah, because when you're sniping, you want to be doing it fucking first person.
You can switch to first person when you're in third person mode.
It's
the hacky hacks that, I'm going to look around this corner, but I'm not going to look around this corner.
Oh, I saw that.
I
saw that.
Yeah.
And they're doing that weird sort of like going up against the wall and they're moving their mouse around and look around the corner.
Yep.
Yeah, that looked quite funny.
So I can see you, but you can't see me because of the camera.
God, that's going to get fucking brutal when you're like... Because then you can actually properly hide. Just like camp behind a corner and you've got each corridor you've got to go into, you've got to fucking virtually just pray. There's no fuck sitting there with a shotgun ready to just blast you away.
Just peek around corners. Go...
Yeah. It was like peek around corners to third camera view, and legit you got another person around a corner just nearby. He's doing the same thing. Went, oh fuck.
See, it's
what
alright.
do we do?
See, the solution that like in COD and Battlefield and stuff is just like, there might be a guy in that room. Nade. But when you're like limited on supplies, I think you're going to be fucking, bit scared. I think.
No, I tried that. I tried a solution. It always fails because of the fucking lag. Shits me off. Can you try unload a whole clip of someone around the corner? You die when we look at the guy's kill cam. It's like you did nothing. You just ran around the corner and go, hi!
Some downy with a gun running around going,
shoot me right here! Yeah, I'm not doing anything.
So this new server's probably a good reason for me to get it then.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get it. Fuck it.
Yeah. Mario's no longer a plumber.
Yeah, apparently.
Apparently.
And it hasn't been for ages. I'm like, what?
I didn't
So-
see my toilet.
So
for a
what
while.
is he now? Is he unemployed?
No,
Is he doing like?
a jack of all trades?
He's a jack of all trades.
I was gonna say, is he
So he's a
taking Stanley
handyman?
payments?
Why did I just went straight to porn for some reason?
Yeah, I exactly thought that as well.
He's dabbled in
And
that.
here's
too.
of PNZ pipes, you know. It's- yeah, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
basically.
sure it's been done.
yeah. That's of course.
Yeah.
I've seen.
I'm pretty sure there'll be some random green pipe somewhere around here. We go. I remember this.
But has there been Goomba porn? That's what I want to know.
Guarantee there has been.
Yeah, because that'd be weird.
Saw Pikachu porn.
Oh yeah, that's
She was dressed up as Pikachu.
I'm gonna count.
all right. What's the next one?
Where the fuck am I looking? Yeah, Mario Rabbids reviews were out and stuff, but Harry already talked about it.
Yeah, Harry talked about
It's a
that.
great game. Buy it if you have the Switch.
Nintendo Switch source code hints at Switch VR support.
Cool.
So, don't know what they're gonna do. Are they just gonna put that screen in glasses and you just have a big fuck off screen on your eyeballs?
Is it
No, it will be
VR
very.
or
I
AR?
don't know.
Because the res is it's VR support. It hints at it. So there's probably testing whether it's just left in there and it just wasn't removed. Because of course they're testing VR. Whether they do anything. With
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone-
Completely two different worlds.
I was gonna say they've used AR before with decent success.
I can see.
Do you mind grabbing one of these?
Yeah, soon.
You must have 3.
Yeah.
I can see
Drinks.
AR
You have one of
support.
these if you want.
No.
with a camera, and it just has enough processing power to be able to do that sort of shit.
Yeah.
But VR with a screen.
Yeah, I
has-
don't think
no,
it would.
fuck
No,
that.
I don't think it does.
Yeah, so I don't know whether it's just in there because of course they were testing.
Yeah.
Every company was
No,
testing.
I can't
VR
have
stuff.
another one.
Fair
I
enough.
won't get home.
Total War Warhammer 2
Yeah, it comes out pretty soon, next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered it.
system specs revealed and shit.
Yeah, I saw the system specs. It's fucking doesn't require much to run it, but I know for a fact that if it's like the original Total War Warhammer, that motherfucker eats CPUs.
Yeah, that's what I was
Still
thinking.
gonna rape you.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's just going to be built on the same engine.
My
isn't it?
4770K was overclocked to 4.5 gigahertz with a GTX 980 Ti, and at 1440p with max settings, I was struggling to get 20 to 30 frames a second sometimes. It's fucking retarded. Yet, you know, I've seen other people play it as well, and I think it might have something to do with that series of NVIDIA cards. That was the issue. I'm not sure, because I saw some other people playing it, you know, with 1070 and 1080 and AMD dramas, so...
Yeah.
My system is fully water cooled as well, as you know. So like GPU and CPU. That's why I was like, "What the fuck? Custom loop, 3 rads." I don't understand why.
So it could just be some weird issues with the.
Yeah, I think it was.
architecture.
Yeah, that's why. Hopefully, Total Warhammer 2, isn't as buggy at launch.
Well, the optimization should be there because it'll be the same engine and
Yeah,
shit.
I
So
noticed
the
that this time it doesn't support DX12 like Total Warhammer original did.
So they took it out.
Yeah, it's
Backwards.
DX11 support now instead of DX12, which I was like, "What the fuck?"
Maybe that was what was causing the issue.
I tried both DX11 and 12 on there.
Yeah,
It didn't really
and
make
didn't
a
make-
difference.
yeah.
It didn't make a difference. We had a lot of issues with it. So I don't know. It was buggy as fuck sometimes.
Yeah, the specs for 60 FPS is a 4790K, 8 gig of RAM, and a 1070 GTX 1070,
Yeah.
which that's pretty fucking hot. Like second most powerful. What it would take
Yeah,
away
it was.
NVIDIA's,
yeah.
third most powerful.
Yeah,
card
pretty
or whatever.
decent system, yeah. Well,
So-
semi-decent, yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty fucking rough.
Yeah.
What resolution's that meant to be at?
But I watched a lot of videos
That's just at 1080 as well.
on the map size of Total Warhammer 2, and it's fucking huge. Compared to the original like, old world map where they just went, pretty much up to the top of Araby and up around. This is like doing all the continents, not all of them, like most of the continents.
Yeah.
All these other sub-factions and shit like that, and there's all these hints for extra DLC. They confirm that there's now a Skaven race in there as well, so it's going to be mental. There's going to be so much shit flying around. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that. So,
When's it come out?
2 weeks.
Oh shit!
Yeah, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, so that'd be fucking awesome. It looks like there's a lot more mechanics involved now as well in terms of there's now like you can find treasure ships and stuff when you're moving your armies around and like find like weird loot items and stuff which boosts your armies and
Oh, okay.
yeah, do all this other weird crap as well. And there's like other mechanics and work in terms of like because each campaign's a bit different in how that works. You'll have to watch the videos to see to understand what I mean.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty full on. But what else is new? I played the new Civ 6 race that came out.
Alright.
Nubia. They're not bad. I'm starting to get into Civ 6 now. Civ 6 is like...
It's a love-hate relationship for you.
Yeah,
isn't
it's getting there.
Is it improving or just...
The AI is still fucking retarded. But, you know, like, it's better than when it first launched, and they're getting more Civs. So, you know, like, we'll get there eventually. I know when they bring out the first official DLC, that should fix a fuck ton of problems. Like, yeah, should like a proper race pack, like more races. But until then, they really need to sort that shit out.
Well, while we're in the topic on Paraxis games, developed games, I have been playing the new expansion pack for XCOM 2.
Oh yeah, yeah. How's that?
It feels like they added another game within the game.
Oh wow, okay.
So, along as your big objective to destroying the advents from the face of the earth, you have these new factions that they can try to recruit and help you out about your whole campaign. They have their own set of abilities and some special tactics here and there, some special functions. Some new interesting assassins, and they are pretty much like mini bosses.
Yep.
And I think the first one I have counted so far is like an assassin. She can sort of cloak here and there, so it's a matter of trying to find where she is with your troops and wasting turns, and hopefully your troops doesn't get backstabbed and assassinated, which is fun. So there's that. And some of the missions where you sort of have to go within like the destroyed zones on the initial invasion from XCOM Enemy Unknown. There's like a new type of enemy called the Loss. It's just pretty much zombies, quite simply. It's interesting how the zombie works because they literally come in at a massive horde. So they have 8 of them coming at you at once or even more.
But they're weak as shit though.
They are really weak as shit, and like so when you kill them, you do headshots. And if you kill them, you get your turn back. Which I've managed to found some really good workarounds to be able to destroy like 12 zombies at once.
Yes, that's easy.
Can't you just put like the sniper in like...
That's exactly
Overwatch?
what I did. No. That's exactly... So I brought in a couple of snipers. And because like their sniper rifle only takes 3 bullets. And it's a little bit weak. It's their pistols that make a big difference. So the pistols has infinite ammo, pretty much. You can just sort of use it again. You don't have to reload.
Oh.
So like, what I'll do is like with my snipers, if there is a whole bunch of around her, or wherever the sniper, I'll just unload everything on my pistol, and I still have my 2 returns. So I might just move my sniper to another location, get closer to the zombies, and unload my pistol wherever I can.
Yeah.
So I think one of the missions, like I managed to kill about like one of the snipers managed to go promotion, did like 24 kills. And one of the big features that it's really cheesy. Like it's I don't know why they added it, but it's just sort of there for a fun way. Sort of like you can sort of make propaganda posters. So if you win a mission, if someone dies, or if there's like if a couple soldiers may form a bond, again, that's a new feature. You can make a poster out of it and do whatever the fuck you want. The funniest thing though is like the posters actually show up.
What's going on?
During the game.
Make a bond and you make a poster of it. It's just a porno poster.
Yeah.
But it's so weird because you make posters of it and they actually show up in the missions. And so you can sort of, if you're really clever enough, you just sort of make like a poster, Inception. So like some guy poses in front of the poster, you take a poster of that, and it shows up again in another mission, you do the same thing.
Yeah, right. A dream within a dream within a game within a game.
And the other feature
Spent 9 hours doing this picture.
And the other feature
so that's why he doesn't have a job.
I've been working.
Oh, yeah.
I've been working, man. Screw you.
Yeah.
Only because I took 2 weeks off.
And like all the soldiers, they do get tired after each mission, so you gotta give them a rest. Otherwise, they'll just get
Bloody pussy soldiers.
Damn straight.
Well, trying to save the world. I mean, it's a big job.
Probably transgender. That's what it is. Anyway,
ripping this one apart, aren't you?
Oh, we all know that Trump said that transgenders are the ones that are causing the problem. So yeah, they gotta go. Here we go.
So the last thing about the bonding feature. So as they do more missions, their relationship grows. Yeah. And when they form a special bond with each other, you can actually gain more abilities.
They just start fucking on the back.
It's sort of like Fire Emblem in the way, but it's kind of like, but it's XCOM.
Yeah.
But so far it's good.
Alright,
I don't mind it.
Maurice.
I'm pretty sure their Viagra bill's bigger than their transgender bill in the army. I think that's.
Oh, we're gonna go into this now.
I
was just fucking around. I don't want to get into this.
I just went there because I found that stat funny that they're spending that much on Viagra.
I'm pretty sure they only make like a minute. That's the thing. Like, this is hilarious. They only make up a minute fucking percentage of the actual, the military over there. Yet it's such a big deal. Just let them do what they got to do. As long as they're not going into battle in high heels, who gives a fuck?
Well, they need so much Viagra for as well.
Yeah.
What the fuck are they fucking over there?
I don't give a shit. That's scary. That makes them scary. If I'm going to battle with some cunt who's going to fuck me mid-battle, I'm going to be fucking scared of that motherfucker.
I might have a duck even more.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, watch this thing. Yeah,
it's like, have you seen that movie The Men That Scare at Goats? There's that dude who like screams and jumps on the battlefield, and that's like a scare tactic. That's scared. Imagine some cunt coming out in high heels with a raging fucking horn. That'd scare the shit out of me. I'd be like, fuck this shit. I'd be running out the fucking hill. Hi, boys. Fucking sitting there with ARs, just
literally a thin leg just flopping around.
Or M4s, I should say. Yeah, anyway. Yeah.
That would be a one lovely sight for about, for the first 5 seconds, and you go, nah, fuck this. This is too much.
Yeah. Alright, Miles, quick, next subject.
AI in games is horrible, admits EA's Patrick. Fucking can't say that last name, I'll just skip it. But he said it'll get much better soon, so I wonder if they're working on
Skynet! I don't know.
Elon Musk says, don't do it. Don't make AI better.
This is what fucking shit. Every time I fucking hear this, Elon Musk says that AI can fucking create World War III, and I'm like, you created fucking PayPal, cunt. Shut the fuck up. If Stephen Hawking or some of these guys, someone that's actually fucking, or not even Stephen Hawking, fuck Stephen Hawking, he's a fucking physicist. If some fucker that came out, it was like a decent program and says, alright, this is the point where we should be fucking worried about AI, they're getting a bit fucking rampant or blah blah blah. Then I go, yeah, I'm taking note. Elon Musk, you fucking make electric cars. You don't even fucking make them. You just hired a team that fucking went through and just got a bunch of battery cells to make electric car. You made PayPal. You're just a billionaire with some dipshit opinions. Shut the fuck up. Stick to your goddamn SpaceX and Tesla shit, you cunt. I don't want to hear this shit from him because all I hear about is all over the fucking
He's got a new hobby now. It's called a Hyperloop.
I'm rich and I made some cool tech stuff. Even though I didn't make it, I just paid some people to make it for me. Therefore, I must be an authoritarian figure in this society. So, they listen to me. Like, yeah, shut the fuck up. You make electric cars, you stick to that shit. You don't even make them. You just pay a bunch of cunts to make new designs. So you just stick to being rich and coming up with rich man ideas, alright? Other than that, just shut the fuck up. Unless you're actually a genius of the Nobel Prize in some sort of division with artificial intelligence, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. That's my rant done. Motherfucking Elon
Musk.
How
ridiculous he is.
Oh, yeah, I like Elon Musk too. Yeah. I like Tesla, but I'm not saying that... that's okay, right, so... I'm an auto sparky, right?
Here we go.
If I go around and start giving people advice about plumbing... Are you going to take me fucking seriously? I don't know anything about fucking plumbing. I come in and go, yeah, your fucking pipes aren't done there, man. Fucking blah, blah, blah. You're going to tell me to fuck off. You're an auto spark. You don't know shit. It's the same fucking thing. Like, Elon Musk, you're a rich billionaire. You don't know shit about fucking code. Shut the fuck up.
What if a plumber just goes around like some of the mechanics workshop just one day and just looks at the exhaust pipe and go, oh, that's a bit loose. Should I tie that up? Because technically it's a pipe.
Well, go, no, I'm an auto sparky, mate. I only know electrical. Not my problem. You can pay me for it to be my problem. And yeah. No, this is just it, though. I'm just fucking sick of this. I understand he did go through some programming back in the day, but... fucking Elon Musk, ain't you stupid cunt. Fucking Jesus. I'm just sick of fucking billionaires or just apparent experts in the field just fucking throwing their goddamn bullshit weight around and people just lap it up. I'm like, shut the fuck up. People know that artificial intelligence. They've known about it since the 80s, hence the fucking Terminator movies, you jackasses. It's not like you're fucking the first person to say this shit before, you fucking idiot. Jesus Christ. Like, fuck. Am I the only one here? Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, no. Fuck.
We got a rant out of here.
Yeah, fucking.
All I can say
He's been building up for a while. I just keep seeing it on the news.
He's going to play the violin for you and go...
Violin? Why? I'm not defeated. The violin is like sad story. That's not a sad story. That's just me saying he's a jackass. Yeah.
Anyway.
He is.
Shall we move to the next topic before he makes a run again?
No.
Games that have been out recently. Everybody loves golf. Everybody's golf, I should say. That's be good.
Golf game.
Yeah.
No, next.
XCOM 2, already talked about it.
Yeah,
Life is Strange Before the Storm.
What?
That's a prequel to the Avenger game series,
Okay.
which I actually quite liked. But I'm just gonna hold up till all the episodes comes out.
Yeah. I was gonna say, of course you liked it.
Warriors All Stars. It's not fighting game.
It's the woman dance with the two girls. I just can't resist.
What?
If you...
You went somewhere else.
Yeah, I did too. Because I'm the only one who played the games.
Let's ignore that.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Destiny 2's coming.
Picture him in high heels
Today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Harry, why did you cancel your pre-order for Destiny 2?
All right.
Here we go. Harry's turn to rant.
Maybe I should get the violin ready.
It's boring. I've actually tried to play through what they offer. So, Destiny 2 Open Beta came with like the opening of the actual game. So, what happened was like the whole tower just gets destroyed here and there. You can sort of find the aftermath and stuff like that. And one of these assault missions that you team up with like around with some matchmaking and two other multiplayer modes. It was that I just didn't got hooked at all. The problem with Destiny 2, it tries too hard to be an MMO.
Yeah.
Where it's clearly not.
But from what I've seen, so the other day, the game files got hacked effectively, and it got released how many missions there were and how many raids, all that sort of stuff. And by the looks of it, there's literally pretty much double the content of the first game, which wouldn't be hard because Destiny 1 originally
had content.
Yeah, it had fucking nothing. We smashed through the campaign in like 4 hours. I shit you not, 4 fucking hours. We finished the entire campaign. It was fucking pathetic. So if we get 8 hours of this, we've virtually got a Halo game then.
Possibly.
You know, like
that was what I was worried about, like with the actual story wise, because I wasn't sure if who was making it now, Bungie. If Bungie were claiming there's so much content, like maybe I should see something a little bit more interesting than rather just the opening that I will play through again when I buy the game, or some random mission. Which brings to another problem, like with the combat. It just felt like.
Was the same shit, or is it?
For me, it just felt like Borderlands without the humor.
Oh wow, okay.
So, in the opening, there was one part where you sort of had to defend like 3 waves of enemies, and this is where my immersion of the actual game sort of broke, because when I actually walk into the zone, there's already another player there, but just happened to be doing the same thing. And as I was going through these waves, I've noticed that these waves happen to be the exact same mobs all the time. And so what happens, and what I've seen here is like, okay, it's this guy here, he's defending with you. He's just doing the same fucking routine, non-stop.
Wait a second, did you play the first Destiny?
No, I haven't.
Oh, right, that's why you're confused. Yeah, no, Destiny was a piece of shit. This is Destiny 1. That's just farming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you used to do, farming for engrams, just to get some decent shit. You just sit there, farm the same bullshit waves.
I'm talking about experience on the open beta.
On the beta, so it's exactly the same. It's fucking identical.
So I thought like, okay, I thought I'm actually doing an actual mission by myself because I just entered the game. And yeah, it was, and even the combat itself was just boring, because I've noticed with the hero I chose, you can choose 3. I didn't.
Yeah, Hunter, Warlock, and
I think I chose a Hunter. I think.
Yeah, well, Titan. That's it.
I think she has some sort of melee ability, but I found that her melee was so overpowered that with these mobs that I would take a few shots. I'll just run in and take a melee and just kill them. Yeah. And I'll do the same routine again and again and again and again.
Yeah.
And even the mobs themselves, it is the AI and those most mobs are stupid as fuck. Like they just run at you, just run at you for no apparent reason. And some of the other special mobs, where they form a shield, right in front of him. They clearly mark. They pull like the devs actually put like a special light mark on them, so just to guide you where you want to shoot. It's like the whole game just wants to grab my hand and sort of tag me along, because it feels like I need help when I don't.
Yeah, but it was a beta. I mean, you can sort of expect that during a beta, because you do get some retards that don't know what to do.
To be fair, I've started compared to 3 other games, which is Borderlands, Doom, and Overwatch. Actually,
yeah, it pretty much sums up Destiny perfectly.
And if I compare all those 3 games with certain aspects, Destiny 2 will always feel inferior out of those 3. Borderlands, okay, yeah, it has the same kind of thing. You grind and grind as a first-person shooter, but as a story-wise, it just felt like Borderlands without any sort of humor. So I was feeling bored, like of what one of the assault missions that you go through in the beta. I just want the whole thing to end because I was already bored like halfway through.
What's old mate's name that's obsessed with Destiny? It comes here. Macca, that's it. Sorry, Macca. I forgot his name.
Macca. Sorry about Macca, but if you listen to this, sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just saying, when Macca's obviously going to buy it, just see what he says. I mean, I know he's going to hype it up a bit, but if he says it's pretty good, then you know it's shit.
Anyway, then it comes to Doom. Then it comes to Doom. So, as I was saying, all the mobs there are stupid AF. And there are clear markers on some of the mobs, some of the enemies that you have to shoot to get criticals. Or if you want to take the shield down. And the AI themselves, there's no sort of variance. They all feel the same. While on Doom, where you have the imps and the I can't remember all the other monsters. They clearly have a special form or way of attacking you. You have a special way. They have their own unique way to combat them. And when you throw all those monsters in Doom, you have to adapt to the situation. While in Destiny, I am just doing the same fucking thing
over and over. Yeah, that's just Destiny, man. It hasn't changed at all.
Oh. Now we get to the multiplayer.
Oh fuck! It's still going. Shut up.
The biggest problem is 4v4.
Yeah.
And the maps of the maps that you play in, it feels empty.
Yeah.
And with the heroes, they have their own special abilities. So I started thinking of Overwatch, but it just felt so stale.
Yeah, well, that's
and I was already bored.
Multiplayer and the original one was sort of like a fucked up Halo, in the sense that instead of everyone being equal, you had several different classes with stupid abilities, but most people will never play Titan. They always play fucking Warlock or Hunter. So you just have a bunch of Warlocks and Hunters running around just sniping or doing this stupid fucking spell thing at you, and then that was it. It was just spamming that. So it was fucking stupid. Yeah. Alright, what's the next subject? Fuck it.
No, it's just something stuff.
Fucking Destiny.
Yeah, I'm done with Destiny. Sorry.
Dishonored: Death of the Outsider, standalone expansion.
Sorry?
Dishonored: Death of the Outsider standalone expansion.
Yeah, Dishonored didn't get much. Dishonored 2 didn't get much fucking.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but that's because it was very buggy.
I brought it and I still haven't played it too much, but I kind of gave it a break to let shit get fixed and then go back and play it.
Yeah, well, they had a lot of bugs in it, didn't they, when it launched? So.
Apparently it was quite bad.
But yeah, this comes out 15th September.
Okay, cool.
It was like,
okay.
Yeah, well, at least they bring out a DLC that they'll probably fix the original game.
That's standalone. So.
Oh, standalone?
Yeah, it's a standalone expansion.
That's strange.
To finish up the story. To close some of the story up or something, I don't know.
Makes you wonder if they're trying to just stop the franchise for a bit, because number 2 did so bad.
I don't know, because
it didn't do anywhere near as well as the first one did anyway.
Because this came out so quick, it can't be that long.
You also have other games with ZeniMax, Wolfenstein 2, and that's the only other game really from the same publisher.
Yeah, Wolfenstein comes out a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
I'm so happy.
That's so good.
Yeah, but
so good.
It's described as brings the main story to a close while letting players cut loose. So, nice. Pokemon Tournament DX, 22nd of September.
I've actually tried.
that
there is a demo out on the Switch already.
It just looks like Street Fighter with Pokemon.
Yeah, it didn't got me hooked at all.
Nah, average. I'm just like, man, give me a fucking Pokemon RPG, you shit cunts. No one cares about this shit. Just funnel your resources into Pokemon RPG, and you'll sell millions of the bastards.
Monster Hunter Stories comes 8th of September, so 2 days.
Cool.
Forza Motorsport 7.
I've never really been a big fan of the Forza Motorsports. Horizons, I've liked the Motorsports, but you like the Motorsports, do you?
Yeah, I don't mind. But I like both, but just getting a wheel for an Xbox is just a cunt job.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you want an Xbox wheel? Oh, you can't have this one. You have to get this special fucking Xbox only wheel.
Do you even use your Xbox at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my bedroom for Netflix.
Yeah.
All the time.
At least,
right.
at least Forza Motorsport 7 is coming out on PC and will have cross-play with Xbox One.
Yeah.
So which is the first for the Motorsport series.
Like, I want to buy the new Xbox, and I'm like, why?
Yeah. Why?
Yeah, I'm not fucking buying it. Like that.
It's like I wouldn't mind owning one. I'd probably use it every now and again, but
I'd love
I
to
just
see
have no real reason to.
people that buy one that actually, like, compared to ones that don't have a 4K TV and do. If you have a 4K TV, think go buy it. If not, go buy a 4K fucking TV. Don't even buy it. Don't buy it.
Oh, did you see that? Oh, I can't remember which brand it was. They've actually just started to push out an 8K TV.
Sharp.
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. In saying that, did you see that Microsoft came out and said that some games now with the Xbox One X are going to support 60 FPS at 1080p?
No.
And maybe higher FPS, which is like, well, I'm pretty sure the average console fucking peasant doesn't have a fucking higher than the 60 hertz TV. So
you won't believe it.
The input latency of a wireless controller is not going to be.
Yeah,
need to be any higher for that.
Well, if I bring PC mouse, keyboard, mouse support, then maybe.
Yeah.
Then you might have a chance. You fucking dirty.
You should do 60 fucking 1080. It's not hard.
Yeah.
Not these days, no.
What video card would you need to do that on average? Fucking.
What, 60 FPS 1080p?
Yeah. Yours are 980, isn't it?
Oh no, that's 1440p. No, a 1060.
980 will do.
Yeah, a 980 be fine.
Which
yeah,
is, or a 1060.
1060 980 is fine. Even a
970.
Even a 1050 Ti is pretty impressive in terms of not. It's 60 FPS for a lot of titles at 1080p, but we're talking about max settings here.
Yeah.
The Xbox doesn't do max settings; it does like medium at best.
Yeah.
You know, so like Xbox One X will be able to do everything high and ultra at 1080p 60 FPS, which is cool, But you know, we're talking about optimized games for consoles, so that, you know, I don't think every developer is going to go, "Oh, let's do a texture package for Xbox One X and Xbox." It's too hard. They're just going to do one texture package and go, "Bam, there you go." You know, and then look, you can do it fucking faster frame time. Oh wow, cool.
But I don't know, it's exciting. Well, because some of them are going to have the extra texture packages, but.
Well, I doubt it. I think it's more work they should, you know, because then it's more optimization they have to fuck around with, more bugs.
They already said they're going to, but how many actually do it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how many will actually do it? Because it's more
anyone
bugs and shit.
besides Microsoft, because Microsoft has to set the example.
Yeah, so
or whatever. But it's all better for us for PC stuff. So
yeah,
I'm fucking all keen about it.
All right, next subject.
Hardware. Woo, the end of the game.
Hardware. I've still got game news.
Oh what?
Well, you want?
Oh yeah, I missed some fucking shit. The Steam fucking nudity, fucking censorship shit.
Oh, you can go into that if you want to.
I don't know. Just
No porn on Steam.
Oh, Harry knows about it.
I just haven't watched a video about a couple hours ago that talk about that. It's actually quite hilarious. Of course, Valve has a policy of no absolute nudity on or no pornographic games on Steam. And there's actually been some games that actually came out on the Steam where they were actually adult games.
Originally oriented.
They were actually adult games with just with the actual adult content censored. Some of the games some of the developers actually found a workaround. So what they do is when you actually load the game, they'll actually say, if you actually want to see the adult content, go to this website and download the patch.
Yeah, that's what heaps of those visual novels and whatnot do.
Yeah.
That's happened from The Sims. Like getting fucking patches to have nude stuff on The Sims.
No, it was it was literally an official patch.
Yeah. All of these patches are official.
Yeah,
it's just because Steam's got an anti-nudity policy.
It was just a way to find a loophole of Steam's policy, which I find hilarious.
Just to circumvent it, or whatever. But I don't know.
But by doing so, I mean, Steam can technically wash their hands of it and saying any groups that come along and saying, "Oh, this game's pornography," it's like, yeah, well, people have done that outside
What
of
about
our platform.
breastfeeding?
Do we? No.
Because then you gotta get the suckle mechanics just right.
Nipple
The
penetration.
sucker render engine's not working properly.
That
They only just got boob physics right.
That implements the amount of milk the boob has versus the hunger of the baby. So you have to try to work out some sort of delicate system to get it working.
Yeah, but it has to take into account the mother's diet, and that affects her milk production.
Oh, fuck's sake. No.
Along with the boob physics, because, gotta love them boob physics.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of things, obviously, I want to talk about. Because you didn't ask what I've been playing this week.
I know, or me.
Yeah, I know, you just jumped.
Because he went on about the fucking Xbox shit, and then we just went to that.
Yeah, right. Well, what have you been playing?
Fuck all.
Fuck all, there you go.
Hello Neighbor, and that comes out soon.
Oh, yeah.
It's a weird, fun fucking game. It's not in beta at the moment, but you get kicked out of your apartment, and then you have to move over, across the road from this fucking weird guy. But this sounds like something Gary would do.
Yeah.
Like, he'd be like, "What the fuck's this guy doing?" And you got to go over and just break into his house and then go through his house, because you hear this woman screaming, so you go and investigate to find out what's going on or whatever.
Yeah, you don't call the cops at all. You go, oh, let's break in and see what's going on.
Oh, well, his house is fucking
Because
insane.
logic.
Yeah, because logic, yeah.
That's how they start a game.
Yeah, you're going to try and get into his basement, which he's, boarded up.
Pretty sure that's how every horror movie starts.
Well, you got to get into his fucking, roof and shit. It's... Oh, and his house slowly gets more and more psycho. That's his house.
Why would you move next door to someone with a fucking...
It doesn't start like
A
that.
roller coaster, yeah.
roller coaster.
No, because you wake up because you got to go over to his house, and then stuff slowly gets added while you're playing the game
In response to what actions you're taking to get inside the house.
Yeah, this AI in this game is actually meant to be really good as well. And he comes and finds you, and he'll set traps up from where you broke into the house or whatever. So you break into the house, and there's a bear trap where you.
I want to try this game out.
He'll put security cameras up where he caught you, so he can monitor that area again, so you can't go back to that area.
So what? What's the objective? To break in and then find your way out?
Get into his
Break
basement.
in and find out what's going on.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, you got to get into the basement, but he's got lots of
You
security.
also got to go
measures.
up as well.
Got to find a key, find the code,
Multiple keys in there.
and then crowbar to get the boards off it.
Yeah,
Basically, you got to find
it's
all these
fucking-
pieces.
So, but every time he spots you or you fuck up, it
No,
gets harder.
he runs after you and grabs you, and then you just wake up in your house.
Yeah. So basically, you
It
basically
just goes black, and
respawn.
then you wake up in your house.
What, and then you start again?
No, you kind of resume. You're not starting from scratch again. Then something weird, he'll put a security camera up where he caught you in his house, and then he can monitor that. But you got to go turn the power off so you can run past those security cameras so he can't find you and stuff like that, or break the security
So
cameras.
I'm trying to think. I think of it like a progressive roguelite where you start out as a weak character, but you play through the game, you get certain things that helps your next run through.
Oh, okay.
You learn the layouts more, you learn where things are.
Yeah, gotcha.
But then the game also responds by making it more difficult in the process.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's really fun. Kind of, it's pretty different from other stuff, being a puzzle and and then there's also other puzzle games you'll go into a room and then you'll be put into a puzzle and you have to figure out how to get through the stuff, just weird fucking puzzle thing or whatever. But it's really fun to play. It's even fun to just watch.
Yeah, I was watching some people play it months ago back when it was really early access sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
And
is
it
it
looks
still
really good.
on early access at the moment?
It's beta.
Okay.
And it's going to be released in 2 weeks.
Ah.
So you can just get it in 2 weeks when it's finished. So, but yeah, it's actually really fun. Yeah, pretty fun. And you can and from their website there's a DRM. Oh, I'm gonna give it to you. I got a DRM free copy. I could do, and they're like, "Oh, here's the torrent link to the DRM free copy." I'm like, "Oh, sweet." Download it fast.
Wait, was this the game that that the developers actually pulled out as a torrent?
No.
Or I'm thinking another one.
You think it's something else?
No.
I know which one you mean, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was a legitimate torrent. Like I torrented it. Like, they gave me a link to their torrent, but I don't think it was, like, whatever torrent. But I don't know why I couldn't just...
No, people get
give
confused.
my friend
Torrents
a link.
doesn't necessarily equal piracy.
Yeah,
No.
just file sharing.
Yeah.
No, it's like Linux ISOs.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all I thought. That's where our 1.5 to 2 terabyte went that other month. What else are you talking about, Gary?
Oh yeah, well, last night the newest Battlefield 1 DLC got released, and In the Name of the Tsar. And yeah, a couple of the guys we got together and we fucking smashed through the new, because it's EA early access. If you got that pass, you get it.
Yeah.
We all went through all the maps with that and new guns. Like, the new guns, you can't just get. You've got to like work towards in terms of like accomplishments and shit. But the gun, we unlocked a couple of them and they're all pretty shit.
I was going to say, how many more guns did they have back?
Yeah, well, that's the thing though, because you've got to like add into a ratio of semi-automatic to bolt action, and considering that most of them were bolt action back then, they've got to add in all these weird experimental guns that never really saw the war, but they still add them anyway because they were around that time they were made.
Yeah.
And yeah, some of them were very weird and wacky, and yeah, they're just not good. Like light machine guns, they've brought in a patch which makes them a bit better, but the light machine guns in Battlefield 1 are fucking shit. You're actually better off sticking to like bolt actions and shotguns, and that's it. You know, they're the only ones that actually really do a shitload of damage. Yeah, so we smashed through that. The maps, because it's based in Russia, yeah, the maps are different. Like they're obviously colder and darker and shit like that. But there's one there where like in the middle of the map there's like a Russian synagogue church thing, and it's fucking really beautiful the way they've done it. Really, really nice map. It's full on. It's all blown the shit out of, and yeah, that's cool. But other than that, you know, yeah, it's okay. I wouldn't mind buying.
What are you playing it on?
Just the Xbox One.
Oh.
Yeah, so like it's good with a couple of mates. Obviously, Battlefield's Battlefield. It's the same. It's not COD. So, and then the other day I sat down and I watched about 5 hours worth of gameplay from the Call of Duty World War II beta.
Yeah.
I was actually listening to another podcast and they talk about that, and
I watched
seems
it.
to be very, very
So I was going to explain what I saw.
underwhelming.
Yeah, it's shit.
Yeah.
Effectively, it's okay. It's like this. So like, here's with Battlefield 1, right? With Battlefield 1, you've got all
expecting and hoping different things.
You've got the different classes, right? You've got Scout, you've got Medic, you've got Assault, and you've got Support classes, right? Each one specializes in different types of weapons. So Scout obviously is bolt action rifles, that sort of shit.
Yeah.
Medics are more like semi-auto, slow-firing sort of rifles, and then Assault's like just not Uzi, you know, like fast, like just fucking grease guns, just done, you know, and then you throw dynamite at people and shit. And Support's the light machine gun, heavy butter class. What Call of Duty World War II, everything I watched of it, and people were saying the exact same thing in the comment section as well. It just takes away everything that was World War II, and just there's like everyone just runs around with grease guns. People don't even use M1 Garands or any of the things that actually won World War II. There's like no one uses the bolt actions or anything like that. Everyone just uses the grease guns because they're the only thing you can fucking win in the game around corners. Because it's not really as open as Battlefield, it's just the same running around corners, boom, boom, boom. Except this time, everyone's just using... The M1 Garand is fucking shit. It's only good at a range, so it might as well be a sniper rifle. And the M1 Carbine, which is also a big one, fucking, that's probably the worst gun out there. People just use the Thompson... like, you know, Tommy gun.
Yeah, the Thompson.
And the fucking standard grease guns. That's it. And, like, the fact...
So no one actually used the MP40?
No, not what I saw. Not what I saw. It was it was just fucking grease guns, man. Everyone's just running... Because people worked out really early on, that's the best fucking gun to use around the entire game. You watch all the fucking footage, just people running around using them. People were using the shotguns for a bit. I saw a couple of people using double-barrel shotguns and stuff. And they work quite well, obviously, because it's COD. It's just like they added vehicles to it, but it's in such a tight little map that the tank is just like an object to kill. Like it's not, and you can you build bridges and all this other shit like that. But because it's fucking stupid. Because it's so tight and so close corner. It's not like you're in an open sprawling map where you actually have to hide and cover like Battlefield is, where you run around and you've got to fucking work as a squad to fuck shit up. Some people will go this way, take it this objective, and everything's just fucking open world. This is just they've tried bringing in the open worldness of Battlefield, but they failed miserably. They fucked it up. And there was a fucking in the stream I was watching, there was a black Nazi woman on the German side, and I'm like, I was sitting there going. And all the people, everyone was saying the same thing in the stream. Everyone's just like, what the fuck? How many black Nazi women were there in the German army? I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just the SJWs throwing their bullshit in there, but I'm pretty sure there weren't black Nazi women.
I don't think there was any black anything
yeah,
in the Nazi.
very minute, yes. But they reckon that that's not, it's going to be very historically accurate in the campaign, apparently, and I was like, oh, fucking la-di-da. Historically accurate, you mean America, fuck yeah, campaign, American campaign, yeah, it'll just be that. It'll be fucking D-Day and probably maybe some of the Pacific, but I think it'll just be D-Day shit. You know, that's the thing. It's just COD. They always fuck it up by going gung-ho, not actually really seeing what people actually want in a game. That's why they fucked up the last one.
Wow.
You know, yeah, it was fucking pathetic. So I'm not looking forward to that at all. I'm going to wait for that to come out and see what the fuck people say from reviews before I even think about purchasing that.
It's a shame because I actually had my eyes on Call of Duty World War II. So I thought I genuinely do miss a World War II game. It's just been so far and so long that I don't mind going back into. The last game that I thoroughly enjoyed was Call of Duty World at War. That was made by Treyarch,
that was good.
and that was beautiful.
This is nothing like that.
Dang.
Yeah. Like no one. A perfect example, right? No one even uses light machine guns in World War II multiplayer. No one uses that. No one uses bolt actions because, like I said, grease guns. Grease guns have got stupid fucking accuracy up close, even at a range, and you've got the right sights for it. So everyone just sits there going, and you're like, well, what the fuck is the point of this game? Grease gun simulator.
It reminds me of the original Call of Duty on PC. So I remember going to the LAN party, a LAN cafe back in Broome, and every freaking little stupid cunt actually uses the exact same gun, which is like an MP40. Yeah. Because like you shoot down on his sights, it's literally you just shoot straight, 100% all the time.
Yeah.
I'm the odd fucker that actually runs around with an M1 carbine and actually gets like headshots and like just shoots from the hip all the time. And so and one of the maps, Quarantine, which is still one of my most favorite maps to this day in Call of Duty games. I can join in the game halfway, like, you know, a third of the game in, and I can still dominate everyone and still win those maps. It's just that the gun was made for that map, but everyone else just want to use the MP4 because it's a fast. It's pretty much like a pea shooter for noobs.
It's funny that they actually I actually watched an episode where they had like a Battlefield 1 to Call of Duty World War 2 with the guns side by side in terms of how they fired, because they had the exact same bolt actions and some of the exact same fucking, because you know a lot of the World War 2, it was World War 1 guns carried on to World War 2, like the Brand, the Lewis gun,
like some of the pistols, like
some of the pistols,
M1,
the 1911, 1911, obviously. There's a couple of them, and they had them shooting side by side. And the bolt actions in Call of Duty World War II, in Battlefield, they cycle like a normal bolt action where it's like bang, bang. You know, like thing, and then bang. Call of Duty World War II was like bang, bang. Like, it was like fucking just flicking the wrists. I'm like, that's not how a bolt action, that's not even bolt action speed. That's like semi-auto speed. It just shows you how shit they expect the fan base is in terms of, they're just trying to gear it up for being close quarters COD shit as per usual, instead of actually being like, you know, because it's just hard to explain. Like you have to see it. You have to see it to understand it.
Oh, because why you're saying it, and the guys who's developing this time around is Sledgehammer Games, and like from what I've seen with their last Call of Duty game, Advanced Warfare, that was not a bad Call of Duty game. We had some new features that sort of alienated the community in some ways, which I don't mind. I actually don't mind if they bring something new. But it seems like they just sort of carried on their full auto style guns of the future.
It just sounds like a Call of Duty World War II.
Last time they ripped off Titanfall. It was Call of Duty Titanfall, jumping off walls and fucking mech suits and everything like this. This time they're like, fuck, That didn't work. Seems people don't like future-based games. Well, fucking everyone's playing Battlefield 1. Let's go Call of Duty Battlefield. We'll try and make it open, but we'll add the same gay fucking Call of Duty close quarters shit as per usual. Oh, we'll add some fucking zombies. That'll keep the cunts happy. You know, like, at least the Nazi fucking zombie campaign in this is going to be like going back to its roots when it started. You know, but it's just I was not impressed with it whatsoever, man.
While we're on the topic of historic style shooters, I'm not sure this was on the news, but I have seen this. I think it's either today or yesterday. One of the games developed by Tripwire is the same guys who made the Killing Floor series and the Rising Storm. They are planning to release a huge. I think it's a huge update for. I think it's Rising Sun 2. I might be wrong with the game title, but it's actually going to be introducing an update full of like legit Anzacs. So they have bringing a whole new division of your Australian and New Zealand cooperation with their own weapons and vehicles during like Vietnam, which I thought was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
And it's nice because I thought Anzac has made some really significant achievements during those wars.
Oh yeah, we had a couple of big battles, but nothing compared to the Yanks. But still, yeah,
there's just been rarely been mentioned during those wars. I thought that was really nice for them to include them.
That's because our population's so small. When you look at how many Americans were lost over there compared to Australia, I think we lost 3,000 troops or something over there.
Don't have the numbers.
But that's because we didn't have the numbers over there compared to what they did. I'm not sure how many American fatalities there were. The fucking shitloads. But yeah, we had some pretty big battles over there as well. But nothing compared to the Yanks. I think they used us a fair bit for air support. I think we had a fair bit of our Air Force over there. Going in from memory. But yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I've heard a bit about it as well because we gave them. Well, I think it was.
We were closer, so we had.
Yeah, we had more air superiority, and we had an air base in Malaysia too.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, back then we don't anymore, obviously, but yeah.
Was this during Vietnam?
Yeah, Vietnam. Yeah, we think we closed that Malaysian base in the 80s. My dad was stationed there for a bit before they shut it down.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's pretty dodgy.
Well, my dad was in the last 6 months of Vietnam, so. And he has a few stories to tell about. So,
yeah, no, I think my dad was just joining the army. He joined the army first, and then went to the Air Force. But he just joined after the Vietnam War finished, effectively. So he's pretty lucky. And then nearly got sent to Iraq, but he pretty much finished up just before they sent him off. So that was the first Iraq War. Yeah, no, fun times. Anyway, so hardware you want to go into, Maurice?
Lord of the Rings, Battle for Middle-earth. I just wanted to mention this.
Oh, okay, yep.
Some fans, the old version from like 2004, I think it was. Some fans redid a whole HD set of skins and shit and updated the whole fucking game.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
It's a fucking old RTS. Like Battlefield.
Actually, I remember that. I played it back on the PlayStation 2, I think it was.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool. I'm like, they did that.
It was a pretty good game, actually.
I may go play it. Yeah, it came out in 2004, and they've updated it to be more accurate to what the Lord of the Rings movies basically modeled after those characters.
Did you say it was an RTS?
Yeah.
Battlefield
Does that have land support?
Right?
Don't know.
Check if it's got land support. That could be a new land title we could play.
Yeah,
I will have to wait. We'll have to find out.
Yeah.
Well, it came out in 2004. I assume it is.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Everything had land support back then.
Yeah.
It's just a big HD up, like patch.
Don't know if
whatever.
Actually, I don't know if it had multiplayer at all.
And it's just by two fans. Yeah. It's not going to be a re-release. So yeah, I was like, oh, that's cool. That's wicked when some like fans do that to games and old games like that and stuff, or whatever. But yeah, that's cool. Now hardware. I just chucked this in to mention it because I thought it was funny. The Gigabyte motherboard BIOS update can like damage AMD Ryzen CPUs because it sets the voltage up to 1.7 volts and just fries the CPU.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I heard about it. It was like a BIOS update, and there was a bug on
with the voltage
select X370 motherboards.
Yeah, it's fucking that chipset's just been fucking dramas since day one. It was all the memory issues to start off with, and now it's this.
But it wasn't just Gigabyte. I think it was some of the ASRock boards.
Yeah, the Tai Chi ones.
Yes.
Yeah, the Tai Chi boards had some problems. Yeah, no, I've heard stories. It's fucking sad. But I suppose this is the first of a generation of a new architecture. You're going to have bugs. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, fuck yeah, Intel's got the same.
That's why I think
shit
it'd be
real
interesting
life.
to see what fuck happens with Threadripper with its memory support as well, let alone maybe over voltage, seeing as it's two Ryzens glued together. Like, what the fuck? You know,
I hate to see a Threadripper blowing up.
yeah, pricey money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure you can be able to get it back through warranty anyway. So
yeah, that's it.
Like, fucking better.
At least the build quality of them's better than Intel's shit lately. Well, in the last 5 years with their fucking heat spreaders and their fucking shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's a fucking thing to mention. The new fucking i9. Yeah, the 7980.
Yeah, they delivered that, didn't
Yeah,
they?
and then it's fucking still. It's not even sold still.
Oh, so they're still using the shitty thermal compound they were using before.
that.
Oh my god, and they're still charging primo price for it as well. What a
Yeah.
bunch of shit cunts.
Yeah, no fucking solder.
Yeah, well, I deleted my CPU the other day, that 700K I had, and I couldn't believe how much of a fucking shit job. They don't even do it. I understand how they're getting those extreme tents. If you actually deliver them, and it's fucking, they just it on there.
that's
And
what
this
I
is
was
a
thinking,
CPU die. I
Yeah.
thought they would have gone a little bit careful with it. Nah, this is pathetic. Like, it's over the sides of the die,
Yeah.
just smashed on there.
Let's just go over the top just
Yeah,
in case.
like Jesus Christ! No wonder it's fucking cooking. And not to mention, like, around where they actually put the heat spreader on top of the die, the PCB itself, the silicon they use, they just that on there as well. It's fucking really thick, like really fucking thick. And you're like, man, that is such a fucking shocking job. No wonder it doesn't have proper contact, because they use the silicon layer is too fucking thick around the sides of it. Man. So yeah, no. All right, what other hardware news?
Fuck where I'm looking at. The Nvidia graphics cards price increase this month.
Yeah,
Memory shortage.
well, we could expect that.
It's
Yeah, they're saying it's due to the memory shortage, blah, blah, blah. It's GDDR5.
Yeah.
Fuck off. We all know it's because they were waiting to see if Vega could produce results, and it's a piece of shit. And now they're like, well, I guess we can charge Primo price for 1080 Ti's. Yes. What else are you going to do? Go to Vega where it's overpriced as fuck for what they are? Oh, well, fucking let's up the price. Because realistically, it's like, oh, shit, Vega's coming out. They're coming out in a certain price point. They might put the 1070 and 1080 to shame. Well, we'll probably have to drop the price of the 1080 and 1070.
Well, I was actually thinking about also we'll see a price increase on the Polaris GPUs.
Yeah.
As well, because they also use DDR5.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the thing. But whether or not that's the thing, they can just claim that it's because of mining. Because of oversupply for mining right now. So either way, you don't fucking know. They could just be doing some dodgy inside deal where they're just going, oh, let's up the price. Can you just say there's a shortage? Yeah, righto, bam. Let's charge it. Because they know they can make a fuck ton from all the GPU mining craze, let alone this other shit. Vega's just such a piece of shit that now, and they're overcharging for it as well. Until Vega drops their goddamn price, AMD drops prices on Vega cards, well, Nvidia is just laughing, because at the moment Vega is more expensive than the 1070 and the 1080, and there's only the Vega 56 I've seen that's a little bit more powerful than the 1070 in certain scenarios. The 1080 pretty much is on par with the Vega 64 on pretty much all titles bar a couple of AMD specific titles. So, and then people go, oh, you overclock it, and look at this, and it's like, oh yeah, it's overclocked, and it's getting better FPS. Now let's overclock the 1080 and see what that could do, you dumb fucks. You know, like, and then it
I've got
kicks
a
the
good
shit out
question
of
for
it.
you. All right, so would you buy a Vega 56, knowing for the fact you can actually get a BIOS?
Yeah, the flash.
They'll
Yeah,
flash
that
it
in there, yeah.
up to a Vega 64.
And it performs about 2% lower than a Vega 64.
yeah, but they've already fixed that now, haven't they? So you can't do it
they've
anymore.
already fixed it, so you can't do it.
They
But
really did. Aww.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not what. Yeah, are you talking about? That's what I thought you meant theoretically, but they've already
they fixed it.
fixed that, man. So you can't do it. Otherwise, yeah, that'd be great, because that's what it was back in the old days. You could flash the RX 480s, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's happened a bunch of times. With
Yeah.
NVIDIA and other stuff. CSGO's next Operation and Source 2 engine to be released this summer. Be interesting.
Oh yeah, that's right. Apparently, there's been some talk in the pipeline that the first game for the Source 2 engine will be Left 4 Dead 3.
No.
I thought it was Dota 2.
No.
Because I remember a year ago there was a big massive update and it actually was updating the game engine to Source 2.
No, I haven't heard anything about that. I saw some screenshots of some. It definitely wasn't Dota 2. It looked Left 4 Dead-ish.
Okay, I'm pretty sure about that one. About Dota 2 updating to Source 2 because there were some limitations. Anyway, go on.
I don't have anything to go on with.
By this, it doesn't say which one will be first, but by this, it's either going to be Dota 2 or CS:GO. Source 2. So, it'll be interesting. But yeah, someone in chat pointed it out to me. Those were coming out. But, it's cool. Get an updated engine.
Yeah, well, they've been working on it for a while.
Yeah.
About time.
Years, yes. Like I said, that
Forever
screenshot
years.
that I mentioned came out maybe a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
So,
But, be cool.
you know,
See it.
the speed of Valve.
What turtle pay.
Is that it, Maurice?
Yeah, the Vega Flash. Vega achieves 43 mega hashes. Ethereum mining.
Yeah, what one? Vega 56 or 64?
I assume 64. I imagine they're going to brag about
Weren't they talking about 100 mega hash a second or something when it first came out?
Well,
that
like
was before it
there
came
were some
out.
rumors.
Yeah.
No, I think it was just hype.
Yeah, well, that's fucking shit then.
43 mega hashes.
Oh, it's not shit. It's good, but like for the power usage,
It says at 130 watts.
yeah, at 130 watts. Oh, that's not bad actually. For 130
That's
watts,
not
it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Price though,
So apparently,
Price band for a Vega right now?
yeah, nah.
So apparently, according to one of the guys who'd done it, he just pretty much increased the memory clocks on the HBM2 memory, reduced the core clocks, and also the power limits, which was the biggest factor of that chip.
Yeah,
and was able to lose a lot of the power usage
Nice.
while increasing the increasing the hash rate while using the beta mining driver from AMD.
cool.
Oh, they would have.
So which was
So they're against all this mining, but
expect to see they cut out of stock again.
Yeah, well,
so they're stopping all these people mining by doing all this fancy shit. Oh, let's release a mining driver.
yeah,
Fucking idiot, like lying cunts. They just want to sell cars.
yeah, pretty much.
Which why aren't they just honest about it? Like, yeah, we don't give a fuck who buys them. We're selling them. Who cares? Why do gamers need to buy them when we're making the money from the miners anyway? Who gives a shit? Miners have
I
money.
don't see why they just didn't make a specific miner card like an ASIC,
with
you
no
know.
with no DVI on it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and just go,
Fucking
here you
even
go.
make it a dual GPU card.
Give people a chance of actually getting the other cards instead of this. Yeah.
Well, there was rumours and pictures of cards that were like that from before the fucking cards came out. They're nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, and then Intel's new benchmarks came out of their 6 cores.
You want to know what I find hilarious though is that at the moment everyone's mining Ethereum. Everyone's mining Ethereum with it, right? Because at the moment that's probably the most profitable on the algorithm, on the GPU algorithm. People should realize that Ethereum is going proof of stake soon, which means you're not going to be able to mine it with your graphics cards very shortly.
It's probably a Russian trying to do it as much as possible.
Yeah, so all these people buying GPUs to mine right now might want to rethink, their probability calculator in terms of what they can actually mine. Because there's only a couple of them now that are actually really high and profitable in terms of what's going on, especially with the shakeout with what Bitcoin's doing at the moment as well. So people really need to look at that and look at the price of other coins. Like I'm pretty sure Dash you can mine with that algorithm, and there's a couple other ones, Bytecoin. But most of them aren't really that profitable. Dash is. Dash, ETH.
Well, after Ethereum,
I'm not sure how Monero is mined. Monero might be. And check out how Litecoin's mined. Litecoin isn't mined with the algorithm. I think it's very similar to Bitcoin's. I think you need ASICs for Litecoin. So yeah, at the moment there's not many coins that are actually profitable that you could mine with that. Otherwise you're just accumulating, hoping that they go up in value.
That'll change then,
Yeah, so...
But
Bitcoin looks like at the moment, especially with the fluctuations in the market, might be nearing close to the top of its peak for a while. Like I saw it hit $5,000 US the other day. It went up, stopped, came back down to 3,900 US, and now it's sort of like teetering. It's slowly rising back up again, but whether it can break the $5,000 mark and not dump like a motherfucker and stay stable up there is a whole different story. And with the world the way it is at the moment, you know, with the whole North Korea bullshit, I just don't see why people would be sitting there. And it's already proven it's not a viable, safe source of storage. If you can dump $1,000 over a day, you know, like it's not good. So
well, it's still a very a volatile market, Bitcoin, compared to like, you know, other sources.
Yeah, like gold and silver and shit.
Or silver.
Yeah.
Or even just currency itself.
Yeah, but fiat's fucked. There's no way I'd be buying US dollar, Australian dollar, any fiat currency. They're all fucked realistically because they can be manipulated by Federal Reserve, and the Federal Reserve controls the rate of every other fucking currency because everyone else prints out according to how much the Federal Reserve's printing out. So you've got to look at both of those facts. You got any other news, Maurice?
Well, since Maurice went out to the loo, he was actually got the web page of Intel's 8-core mainstream CPUs.
Yep.
All of your i7 8700K and your i5 8400Ks.
They're 6-core, not 8-core.
Sorry, yeah, my mistake.
Yeah.
8 cores, 6 cores. There are some benchmarks that will leak.
Yeah, they look interesting.
And I can't see it from here. That's all.
It was like basically 2 cores that were high clocked, and the rest were like teetering down.
Yeah.
Like like AMD's XFR thing.
But it'll beat out AMD's ones, but at the end of the day, it's pricing that's going to beat them.
Yeah, see how much they can. If they bring out their top tier 8 700K 6-core for the same price as a 700K quad-core right now, then I think they'll be okay. Like, that's not a bad pricing, realistically. Just, you know, it's not bad for what it is. But if they try and add like another $150 or $200 on top of that, they can get fucked. There's no way.
It needs to come out the same price as I said.
Yeah, I'd be like, no, get fucked, cunts. There's no way I'm paying that. You know.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens with that. I'm not sure.
Well, I'm just glad that finally for mainstream processors that there's finally more cores rather than being stuck with quad cores.
Yeah, it's the first time they're breaking the trend.
God knows how many generations now.
Yeah, 5 years, 6 years.
No,
7 fucking years.
7 years.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Actually, make that 8 because we forgot about the Core 2 quads.
Yeah, but when did my fucking chip come out?
Yeah, the Core 2 quads, that finished 2010, didn't it?
I brought mine in...
No, I think that was...
2009, maybe.
I brought mine in 08.
Yeah, I know I bought that in 08. I'm just saying, when did they finish? Yeah. When did the i5 and i7 range start? Was that 2010 or 2009?
Which is the 8...
I think 2008 when the first
860 i7.
high enthusiast i7.
Oh no, that's the other ones came out. What's the fucking?
It was like the 920.
Yeah, 920.
Oh, the i7 920 came out after the first wave, which was the i5.
No, this was first.
Was it?
This was first, yeah.
I thought the 7 the old
that came out in 08. The 13.
No shit.
Yeah, so
1366 socket, yeah.
Yeah, the 3066 or Nephilim, that came out 08. I think it was like 09 when you had the i5s and the Linfield's i7s.
Yeah, 9 months later the desktop ones came out.
Well, for some reason I was thinking the 1366 socket came out after.
Nah, that was the first jump in hyper-threaded quad cores.
Yeah, right.
And it was a pretty big fucking jump.
Yeah, well, it was a big jump at the time, yeah. AMD didn't know what the fuck to do.
And then after that CPU, they jumped to the 2600K. Then it's kind of been stagnant.
Well, the 2600K was an absolute monster for well, it's still pretty fucking good, really.
Yeah.
Good.
You're about to take one home for a fucking fill-in for your computer.
Yeah, no, yeah. They still do the job, yeah.
Yeah. And you can overclock it to 5 gigahertz if you have
easy.
board.
Yeah,
but
fucking easy.
You're not even getting 5 gigahertz out of your other CPUs now.
Yeah. So any other hardware news, Maurice? Or?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Fucking wasn't much in news, but fuck, that stretched down.
Yeah, it did a bit.
Yeah. Alright, thanks for listening. Episode 42. Maurice signing out. Bye.
Yeah, cool. Catches.
Dash.
Alright, stop the stream, motherfucker.
My name's Harry. Harry's gone.
Righto.
Just say bye.
Okay, bye now. See ya.
Worth it.
Your Harry voice was very high pitched there. I'm not sure if that, sort of. I thought that was pretty accurate. Yeah, I don't know. She's just squeezing your nuts there to get that right
I was
pitch.
just trying to get the all the.
I don't know. I think he's
all the
quite low
fluid
pitch
out.
compared to that. I think he's more whiny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm always whining about shit.
Yeah, fucking sook. That's it. All right, we finished streaming. Fuck's sake.
God dang it.
That's it.